Hello and welcome to World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review. As always, I am Phil Parrish, and joining me is...
Hey guys, it's Lilith. I'm actually in a good mood.
Everyone's like,
Gas.
Alright, well I guess I should get to probably the bunch of books you didn't read, I'm sure.
Yes, please enlighten me on what I missed.
Alright, well this one's like, 2 weeks later, so Hellblazer number 9. Remember last couple ones I said, oh, it's been slow, boring. This one stepped up a little bit better. Like, get all them, all the mystical stuff, and I don't know if some of it seems to be tied maybe into like British politics, maybe.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So it's getting a little more intriguing, and I don't know. John Constantine seemed a little more classic Constantine in this issue. So, if they can keep going upward, I think this book can make a big comeback. This week I'll give it a 4, but next issue you better keep this quality or improve it, or that score's coming down. But yeah, right now I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
Then another book that Lilith isn't reading, Wonder Woman 22. Again,
3 more issues to go.
Yeah, I know.
Try it out.
Yeah, I don't know if they're working that issue 25 is going to be like a big tie-up. Well, I guess it's going to be a big tie-up to anything. I wonder what it's going to be, because this was 22, and it says, in 2 weeks, the Truth finale, and then the one after that, Godwatch finale. So that's 24, so... I wonder if 25 is going to be a standalone,
or start of a new arc, maybe.
Probably like a big double-sized standalone with multiple backup stories.
Nah, not for issue 25. Definitely not.
Yeah. But no, this again, this one was better than I think it has been for the last few months. It was the year one, part of the year one story, and Wonder Woman's part of a celebrity auction, and just her punching out bad guys. But it was decent. I don't know if you'd be interested. I don't think Steve's even in this issue. Shirtless or otherwise, so.
I'm excited for movie Steve. That's about it.
Captain Kirk. I like the art. I think this is the same team, but yeah, the art really just seemed like stick out to me this year.
You're in a good mood too.
Yeah, I am in a good mood. Okay, let's see more. I know you didn't read All-Star Batman 10, right?
Nope. Hell no.
Start of the new arc. It shows promise, because it looks like they're gonna dig into like Alfred's background.
Cause Gotham's not doing that.
Well, they had some stuff with Well, it's funny. I guess Tommy Elliott was he was trying to get into undercover with some criminal organization, posing as Bruce Wayne. So then Bruce and Alfred capture him, and Bruce tries to go undercover as Tommy Elliott, posing as Bruce Wayne. Which sounds good until the criminals are gonna shoot Tommy for double crossing them, but it's really Bruce. But no, there's a flashback in here, and it's like a vigilante running across rooftops. And I guess you're supposed to think it's young Bruce, but when he gets unmasked at the end, it's young Alfred. So, I guess the new origin, Alfred was maybe like a masked vigilante.
Was he the Grey Ghost?
It looks like he might be a teenager there. So,
how do you feel about that?
I guess.
This isn't continuity or anything, so.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing fancy. He's like in a ski mask, and he was like hopping over rooftops in London. I mean, he already had the skills, but I guess maybe that's why he's so close to Bruce, because he relates to him. I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot. And then there's like a backup story. It's not a Duke story this time. It's it's like Batman infiltrating some kind of like fight club. Oh, I think it's a Russian fight club. Yes, Moscow. So Lilith, Russia.
Okay, maybe.
But no, I actually enjoyed this one. I'll give this one a 4.25.
Ooh, okay.
I think I have one more you didn't read. Justice League of America #6.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. uh, the big villain poisoned Lobo, and I guess it was like eating him from the inside. So Ray basically had to like, I don't know, destroy Lobo's heart so it could like regrow or whatever. I don't
But
know.
is he Groot?
I am Lobo. No, but the Atom gets to be the real hero. Punch out it's like the big bad guy. And again, can you trust Killer Frost because she accidentally froze some guy's arm off? Oh, and then I guess there's a possibility of a cure for Killer Frost in the end.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. And I don't know if they're setting
Considering
up
where
the
we're going
Atom
with the TV show.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're setting up the Atom and Killer Frost as a couple because next issue blurb it says Atom and Frost cold courtship.
What would Felicity think?
Even these comics won't put her in it.
Well, she almost did single-handedly kill that last Green Arrow run, so.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. This one's probably a 3.5. This book's on the cusp of getting dropped.
Do it! Do it!
I'm close. I'm thinking it might have to happen. Alright, but why don't we get to the books we both read, unless you have something I didn't read.
Let me look. Nope.
Because I have like...
I did.
Because I got like 5 left, so...
Yep, we can go straight through. Let's do it.
Okay, Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps, 20.
This book is on the cusp of getting cut for a while. Just as a heads up. Yeah, we're treading water here.
You think they're just paddling in circles and not getting anywhere?
Basically.
Well, it just seems like they've just been sitting on Mogo. I mean, I know there's threats, but it seems like they've been sitting on Mogo for a while.
Definitely.
And, we need excuses for Hal to go off on his own.
I don't know how I feel about judging up Hal's past at this particular juncture in the rebirth journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, The artwork was what really saved this book for me, though. It brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
I really love their choices. I love the color palette. I love how they lay out the panels. I think this book needs more dialogue, like more fulfilling dialogue, I think.
Yeah, you need more character growth instead of just, I don't know, cosmic punch them up.
Yeah.
But I have to refine my theory. I don't think that time traveling villain is Sinestro's son now. I think it's his grandson.
Okay.
I think he's. I wonder if that's the son of Cal Rayner and what's her face, Sinestro's daughter.
No! Why would you put that into the atmosphere? It was like the most dubious concoction known to man.
But he keeps saying my father, but he's not. He hasn't dropped Sinestro's name, so I wonder if they want you to think it's Sinestro.
Yeah, this is definitely a double pump.
Cal Rayner. Yeah.
Just when you think the world can get worse.
As
the president can go kick rocks too, as far as I'm concerned. Not interested.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Do you think this Green Lantern, Yellow Lantern truce is going to hold? Should it?
Hell no. Hell no to both questions.
Fine.
Unnatural.
It's unnatural. I hear you. I'll probably give this. I go 4.25 on this.
3.75.
I knew it was coming in under 4. I knew it. All right. You want to do Action Comics 9.79?
I think this one was the critical darling of the week, so sure, why not? They're back in the Metropolis. I'm over the Eradicator, and can Cyborg Superman go flying to the sun?
Well, you could tell this book was like so like resetting the status quo because they're back in Metropolis. Cyborg Superman re-cyborgs himself.
Just go fly into the sun. I'm over Cyborg Superman.
They also made sure you knew that the Eradicator and Cyborg Superman have history. Reign of Superman.
Yeah, and Mongol. Well, Mongol they need to work on him. They gotta flesh him out.
Oh please, if you didn't know, they were like going for that, setting everything back up and going for the old stuff. That last page,
right?
Recreation, yes.
Son of a Superman
gun. Moment. And as if all of them weren't.
And an Oblivion Stone, like what? This is getting crazy.
Yeah, and then they're all going for Zod.
They need to just say Rebirth, almost like New 52 didn't happen. And I'd be happy. That should be the tagline. Almost.
Yeah, that's the general idea, but they didn't want to admit failure there.
I think when you eat humble pie, your fans feel a little bit better. So maybe they should eat that humble pie and just come out and say it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they wanted to They didn't want to insult the 2 New 52 fans.
The 52 New 52 fans. I'll give them that much credit. But do we really need more villains banding together? Like, every book is doing that. Just about.
I know, but I guess you need big threats for Superman. I don't know.
Or you could just tell heartwarming stories. I could literally just read about him and Lois doing their thing. Just to set the universe back up, get reacquainted and whatnot.
Well, once again, too, I mean, they showed you they reset Superman's status quo back to, the old ways, and I guess they want to do that with the villains, too. I just wonder I was going to say what form Zod will take, but I think he's isn't he in Suicide Squad right now? I don't know.
You're asking the wrong person.
I think he might be, but yeah, I'm not reading it either, so. But I thought I heard that.
Well, they ruined Zod, so why not put him in Suicide Squad?
Don't give the movies any ideas.
Oh, I'm sure it's in the works somewhere. Suicide Squad 4.
Probably.
I give this one a straight up 4.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with that.
It was good. It was great, but at this point, we're at issue 979. I need something more.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get more in 1,000.
Resetting the status quo. Oh, I know. $50 collector's edition. 25 covers.
I mean, we're only, 20 issues away, so that's a year away?
Yep. And then I just have to wait for Detective Comics to reach 1,000, and I can just sail off into the sunset of indie comic book land and not look back.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm excited that my goal is so close. Anyway, speaking of Detective Comics 956.
Exactly.
This was an interesting end of an arc for League of Shadows being the focus. Is how I'll start off.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done something a little bit better with Lady Shiva. I'll just come out right out and say it. I felt like Lady Shiva was very lackluster.
Yeah, it seemed kind of one-dimensional, but I don't know. Do you think that ending's gonna stick with Lady Shiva?
I hope it does for a little bit. Or what was the point?
So I was like, is she like a classic character that they would need to bring back at some point? I don't know.
I feel like or at least Black Canary or something. I feel like the thing this book does best is that it gives you amazing art and deep character development, and that's what this book does best. And they definitely did that in this arc. But it felt rehashy because we already knew that. At the core of what the story was telling, we already knew it. It's just a new spin on it. So it's just like,
Well, yeah, and Clayface doesn't know what personal space means, and that last page, I mean, what is Bruce gonna mess with now?
I like that James is not you can tell that he's yearning to take Batman and these characters down a different path, and he's setting it up, and it finally greenlit it seems like. So now I'm really curious about what this next arc looks like and what he does with it. It definitely left me wanting more. I would, like I said, even probably after 1,000, I'll still be reading this one. I don't know about Superman, but definitely Batman, because James has this really I like his vision for Batman in this Rebirth era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
And of course, I mean, I can't complain. They were highlighting Cass through this whole arc, so that's something that I like too.
But yeah. So it might be 4.5 for me.
Yeah, I'll agree because we were anticipating a lot of those subplots. I felt like, and the ending was kind of a Deus Ex Machina, so can't be a 5. Sorry.
Oh, did I shame you into reading Titans 11?
You did. No, you just gave me a friendly reminder. That's all.
I know.
That's what friends are for. Peer pressure.
So
Lazarus Contract Part 1. Not what I was expecting.
Oh, really?
With the Wally West thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to say, my interest is peaked, and I'm gonna keep up with this arc. So, but it was a lot of kitchen cooks in the kitchen. I could tell that from the dialogue. Mm-hmm. So that was the only kind of thing that I did notice, but it was still a good issue.
Well, yeah, just because you're crossing over 3 books, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like Christopher Priest did kind of lose his voice, unfortunately, which is the one voice that I was most forward to, like, seeing in the mix. So hopefully the next little crossover issue or whatever, we get more of that.
Yeah, at least the Deathstroke issue, I mean, he should be the driving force behind that.
And maybe that's what it is. This was the Titan, so what's his face took the lead? Abnett. Dan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, but I just, let's not play, everyone being suspicious of Nightwing. He's not Batman, okay? People can trust Nightwing. No. Superman said he's the one who's the least changed in this universe. No. I was about to say something, but it would sound weird.
Go for it. It's okay. We only got a couple more episodes. Somebody has some beef with it.
I was just gonna say, don't step on my Dick Grayson.
Yeah. The art was not what I was expecting. It was good, but I don't know. When it's a crossover event like this, I felt like it should have been punched a little bit more or something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the color palette changed too. Like that is not the Titans palette that I'm used to from the Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 4.25.
I gave it a solid 4. 1 second. I was gonna start barking. Hold on. Where to next, Captain?
Well, I have 1 book left, so should we get to our pick of the week?
Oh, okay. That was quick. Let's do it.
All right, everyone. Surprise, surprise. Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 10.
When Nightwing's not available.
Go with number 2.
Yeah. It actually, in its own right, it's not number 2. I like this book. It shouldn't work, but it does. And they find new ways to reiterate about what it shouldn't work, what shouldn't work, and why it does. And I really like this take on Artemis.
Oh, yeah.
So
the whole thing works. Artemis, Bizarro, Jason. What did you think about him? Like I don't want to say talking to his younger self, but
I thought that was a interesting kind of little trope thing that they were doing, and this book's not afraid to be tropey and corny and cheesy because when they do it, it still works within this whole thing that they set up. So, but I mean, it was fun that he kind of split the Outlaws up, so it really gave them each their own little slice of identity. You know what I mean? What they've been working towards are. So,
I mean, it was kind of cheesy, but I kind of liked it too. He's like, I kind of had to, set you aside, my younger self. Well,
and we do have to address that emotional aftermath of the trauma. So, I get it.
Oh, yeah, I completely get it. But like I said, it was the pick of the week, so I definitely go.
Yeah. The 5, straight up. Like, everything about
5.
this book I really enjoyed. I read it twice. It went by so fast. I was like, wait, I'm going to go reread that, make sure I caught everything. I do want to say, can we get better covers? I saw a lot of people like thumbing through the sections, and they would get to that book if they hadn't read it before, and they kind of put it down because it's a little scary. Like it's a little intimidating if you want to get into it, but you're just like looking at that cover, like I don't know.
Yeah. If there's one thing, I think they need flashier covers.
Mm-hmm. I just want to get as many people as possible reading it because it's just so different. And it's dark and broody, but it also is not afraid to be funny. And I really feel like a lot of the comic books are just way too grim dark and just focused on like the gore and the punch 'em up. And this is just something a little bit different, something a little more satisfying. I just want, if you're not reading it, please read it. I think the trade should be out 2 months. So 3 months. 3 months.
But yeah, it's quality month after month, so please check it out.
And no offense to Scott Lobdell, but I wasn't expecting to really like this book, but he's done such a great job.
No, same
it's
here.
It's definitely the biggest surprise at Rebirth, so.
Oh, yeah. So I wasn't even going to get it until you said something about how good it was.
Peer pressure, that's what friends are for, Phil. That's the moral of this lesson this week.
I know.
Do we have a Marvelous review this week?
Yeah, Charlie Esser did,
New Superman?
Well, actually, he was a week behind on this book, but he did Super Sons #3.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what didn't we talk about? Oh, well, first off, we've got a couple of paperbacks. Trade paperbacks. We got Blue Beetle Volume 1, The More Things Change. I highly recommend you guys pick this up if you haven't picking up any of the Blue Beetle stories. You might find that you actually like Jamie Reyes for the first time. We got Detective Comics Volume 2, Victim Syndicate. Nah. We got Raven. I recommend that one, definitely. That book, even though I gave up on it, I told you I'd read that in the trades. I'd say pick it up. And then Teen Titans Go Volume 4, Ready for Action. If you like Teen Titans Go, good for you. Pick it up, I guess. If not, just watch the cartoon show and save yourself some money. What didn't we talk about? Superwoman #10 was out. Supergirl #9 was out this week. We had Suicide Squad #17. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse #13. I heard good things about that one, so maybe pick it up if you're into that thing. Injustice 2 #5. I just can't get caught up fast enough for you guys. I'm sorry. Gotham Academy second semester #9 was out. Future Quest #12. And of course, Batgirl and the Birds of Prey #10. Please, for the love of goodness, if you're following us over to Capes and Lunatics, somebody review that. Please. I feel so bad. That and Cyborg, I feel so bad they're off the list. Speaking of Capes and Lunatics, our new home as of the end of the month, where can other people find all that information?
That's right, because there's only two episodes left of World's Finest. So if you want all our comic book reviews, not just DC but Marvel, and it's not even all going to be all comic books, TV, whatever else we want to talk about. Capes and Lunatics. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Capes and Lunatics. Twitter is @CapesLunatics. Instagram, Capes and Lunatics. We're even on Pinterest, Capes and Lunatics Podcast. And please, like Lil said, send us reviews. You can either email them, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call us on the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lilith, where can people talk to you about comics?
Well, if you want to talk DC or you're live tweeting the DC TVU, please be sure to follow me at Lilith Hellfire for literally everything else fandom related at Adventures in FG. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, About Me, you name it. And please also be sure to check out my website, adventuresinfangirling.com. And please, guys, follow us over to Capes and Lunatics. It's going to be so much fun. We've already recorded our first 2, and it is off the rails hilarious.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to contact me personally, especially if you're a comics creator, because coming soon to Capes and Lunatics, my newest interview with Kari Andrews and his new book Renato Jones from Image Comics. So once again, lots of good stuff coming from Capes and Lunatics. But if you want to contact me, it's nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter I am at nightwingpdp. All right, so is that everything?
Pretty much.
All right then, everyone, it's that time. Get ready for Charlie Esser and his marvelous review of Super Sons number 3. That's right, Charlie rapping about the kids. So here we go. Hey everyone, it's that time again. It's time for another marvelous review of a DC book by the professor himself, Charlie Esser. And Charlie, your pick this week is Super Sons number 3.
Super Sons number 3, which apparently came out last week, and I did not even know because I think did Teen Titans come out last week, right?
I think so.
Or was it a Superman book last week? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, well, I got something. I know I did something. I know I reviewed something. I have no idea what it was. But anyway, here we are now. Number 3, we open up with a mecha gorilla attacking this town, this little city. Actually, you know what? It's weirdly enough, judging by its framework, I actually look. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Skyline, it almost looks like Newark, except it's missing the IDT building. But anyway, that's the Norcrown building, and there's Prudential. Yep, it's all there. Anyway, the Super Duffies are fighting the robot. We see that one of the Super Duffies has multiplication powers. And then we cut back to see Superboy and Robin fighting Robo Superman, Robo Batman, and working hard to dispatch them. We see that the two Super Sons are constantly fighting, but they actually use this as a distraction. Then they throw smoke bomb, as Robin would say, and then they jump out now and punch both the robots, which doesn't, phase the robots as much as you might think. And the robots are about to kill both the Super Sons when, of course, a little girl behind says, drop. I said drop. Because this is the other Duffy. She has robot control powers. Anyway, they run off. They give it a little backstory, basically how Multiple Boy used his powers to replicate everyone else's powers. Basically killed the whole family except for Technokinetic Girl. She restructures the Bat and Super. Actually, no, I think that's actually Multiple Boy is restructuring the Bat and Superbots. Who's doing the restructuring? She mentions that her brother's basically gone off the deep end. Again, Superboy and Robin keep on fighting because Superboy says we should probably get the adults. And Robin's like, no, I'll do it myself. Little girl gets energy burst, explodes. Says, we escaped the prison. The girl, she was inside me somehow, took control with her powers, tried to get a message out, but now I'm back. Okay, this is, what's his name? The android. The Mad Thinker's awesome android. I forget his name. Amazo. The Amazo android. That is now coded as a virus in the girl. Let's see here. They face against the two... Oh, and now I've got multiple Robo Super Sons and Robo Damians, and they want their sister back because obviously this is Multiple Boy. The girl comes too long enough to blow up the robots. Battle. They get a robot's head to do some rewiring because that's what Robin does. And we see them fighting and being somewhat overwhelmed by the robots. Next, Sunday. Bloody Sunday. That's S-O-N for you folks out there. It was a very good book. I like the Super Sons. They're good. I like Damian Wayne as a character. I have to say, Damian Wayne may well be one of my favorite DC characters. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really do like Kenan Kong, Kong Kenan, the new Superman of China. And of course, regular Superman's fine, and Jonathan Kent's fine too. But I really think there's something about Damian, just his bravado and, weirdly enough, funny incompetence that I just think really speaks to me.
Well, yeah, because I mean, he has an ego. No, what is he now? 12 or 13? A 12 or 13-year-old should have, and he's like trained his whole life to be like a deadly weapon, and it just comes off as goofy sometimes.
Well, of course, because, not for nothing, he's not a deadly weapon. He's a little boy.
Yes.
And yes, he could probably kick my butt if we were ever faced the real world. But then again, he doesn't live in the real world. And, he is, I don't care how well trained he is. He's a little kid. And, and honestly, it wouldn't be so bad if he was nicer about it. But it's like, here's what I'm going to say. When Doom is a jerk and you go, but he's Doom, he really has earned it at that point, to be a jerk, you know? Damian hasn't earned it yet. It's like, Damian, you're really riding on some coattails here. So, but, at the same time, I love that about him because he is such a delightfully flawed character. So, yeah, I give it 3 Robo. I'll give it 3 multiple boys out of 5. There we go. 3 multiple boys out of 5.
Nice. And thank you, Charlie. That was a great review. Super Son's always great. Where can people talk to you about all these dangerous children with their superpowers?
Oh, yeah. They're a menace, I tells you. A menace. You can always write to me in that old-fashioned email way the way our Maz and Paz once did at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. And, of course, follow me on the Twitters at live tweets, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the only comic book show currently out that I will be live tweeting most likely, except, of course, for the Incredible Hulk, 7 o'clock on Saturdays on MeTV. Because now, sadly, there is no Powerless. Aww.
Oh, darn.
At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEsser. Look for those 2 E's right there in the middle for the quality.
All right. Once again, thank you, Charlie Esser. Thank you, Lilith Hellfire. And come back next week, everyone. We're barreling towards the end of the old and approaching the sweet, sweet newness of a brand new project. Good night.
Yay!